Hi, in this part 12 of the tutorial series, we will be creating the categories that will be displayed on the create post page, and we will also see how we can use Ajax to send the request to the server while creating the categories. Okay, so without wasting any further time, let's dive into it. So first of all, I'll create a new directory here in the admin views folder and name it category. And inside this category I'll have only one file. Will be the index file. Okay, so here I'm gonna display my categories form basically. So let me just quickly copy it from the folder. Okay, so here I'm gonna leave these as it is. Okay, I'm gonna remove this. Okay, so this is what the form would look like, and this will have a title here, and I'm gonna send the ID, okay, of the post. So if we go back, refresh my page. Okay, so I don't have a route here yet, so let's quickly go ahead and create the route with this form in place. So route will be, I'm gonna put a comment here, admin category routes. Okay, so to keep everything organized, admin category. Okay, this is my default route. So with this I'm gonna go to the controller, and just below the delete post, all category methods maybe will be get categories. Okay, request, and then inside this method what I will do, I'll use the category objects. I already imported that category model from my category model file into a constant here, and I'm gonna use that not constant, category dot find method to display any categories available. I'll name it cats. Okay, and I'm gonna send this cats object to my view. The view will be admin category index, and I'm going to send categories with the values present in the cats object. Okay, so if you go back to the page, so we have this form here. Refresh, go back. Oops, nothing happens yet. Let me check why. So I know why, because we are not using it. Admin controller dot get categories. Okay, save it, go back to the portal, refresh this page. Okay, this is the dummy data, and now we want to fetch the categories. Let me check. I believe I have one category here in the database that I created. So what we want to loop through all the categories. We want to create rows, different rows for each category. So again, I will be using the each helper method here, and we are sending the categories object, right? So this should end after here, and for each category we have got a title. Okay, replace this with title, and we also have got an underscore ID, the database, right? So like that. Alright, so we have two buttons. Okay, our categories are here. I believe I have more than one category. Yeah. Okay, so these are some dummy data that I put in. for testing. Okay, so let me just remove a couple of these, delete, delete, so we can add them back. Okay, when I refresh the page, you are only left with one category, and just beneath this uh, row, this row div, I'm gonna create my form. I put a horizontal row and create another form for the create category. Okay, so I'm gonna copy the code because I'm not gonna type the HTML here, and I'll share this file with you in my GitHub repository under chapter 12. You can download this source code from there. Okay, so this will give me a form like this to create a new category. Okay, now what I want, whenever I click this button and enter a title here, that should automatically add to the stack here, okay, without the page getting refreshed. And we will achieve this with the help of Ajax. Okay, we haven't looked into Ajax right till now. So Ajax is a asynchronous operation that using which we can query the database and uh, get a response from the database without the page getting refreshed. Okay, so we will see how it can be done in a moment. So first of all, what I will do, I will add some classes here. Okay, so we have a button here, create button. So I'm gonna this has an ID title. Okay, so I will create this. I'll give this button an ID. Let's say create category button. Okay, and we will target this button click event with this ID. Okay, using jQuery. All right, category name will be this title, or I'll name it category title. Right, I'll still have this name field here, doesn't matter. So I'll go to the footer section where we have this timeout function. Just below the timeout, I'll look out for my category button. Okay, and we'll look for the click event, and we will set a callback function here, and we'll use the prevent default method. So we'll get an event here in this callback function, and I'm using the prevent default to prevent any clicks or whatsoever. Okay. Then what do we want? We want the value or of the input field. Okay, our input field has got an ID category title. Now simply get the value here, and to check if we're getting the value, what we can do, we can alert this data after we click the button, okay, to see if we are getting the correct information or not. So save the changes, go back to the browser, refresh it, and say Angular create category. So we are getting that information here. Okay, perfect. So let's jump back. I'm going to remove this alert statement. We want to use the $_Ajax method here, and this method takes a JavaScript object. Okay, so the first object will be the URL where you want to send the request. So I will send the request to admin category page, the same page that we are on right now, and the method will be post. Okay, and then we want to send a data. The data will be category name or anything you want. You can name the key anything you want, and the value will be this value or the data here. Okay, then after doing this, we will receive a success response or a failure. Okay, so we can set a callback function here, and we'll get a response from the server. Okay, so what do we want? We want to compose a new a new row, right? A new row. So I'll go back to the index method here, index file here. We want this entire row, okay? Copy it from here and paste it inside the backticks. So I use backticks because I want it to be spaced on multiple lines, okay? Now in the response, I'll keep it as it is because we don't know what the response will be. So I have to first create this endpoint, the post endpoint, and send the response back to the user. Okay, so I'll go back to the admin controller. Then I'll create a new method, create categories. Okay, this will have request, response, and I'll have the category name sent to me with the name attribute that we set here in the jQuery data key. Okay, so I'm gonna target this name attribute here and we'll fetch the category name, and to check if we are getting that properly or not, I'll console log the category name here before doing anything. Okay, so save it and go back here, refresh the page, test, create category, and did it work? Let's check again. Nope, it's not working somehow. So what did we miss? Should be working. Let me just refresh the page again. Okay, categories, test. Nope, it's not there. Oh, I know why. Because there is no post route here. I'm sorry. So let's quickly use it. Admin controller dot create categories. Okay, save this, and now you should get the output here in the console. Okay, refresh the page, send test. There we have it. Perfect. Okay. All right. So now let's do some stuff here. So if we have a category name, then what we want to do, we want to create a new category here, and it will be a new category that will have a title here, which will be category name. Okay, so once I have that, I'll save the new category, which will give me a promise, and I'll get a category here, or the new category here that will be created in my MongoDB database. So what I want to send it back as a response, not render anything. So I'll send a status first, that's 200, which is okay, and a JSON object will be my category. Okay, perfect. So save this, and if I go back to my footer where I have this response, I can simply console log my response, go back to the browser, it says waiting for something, and a token category name. Oh, I put a semicolon there. Okay, that's not required because we are inside an JavaScript object. Okay, so save these changes and go to the footer, console log the response, go back to your browser, open your developer tools, okay, and hit test, create. We got a new response here. Okay, only part left is to display this here. Okay, and we will do it with the help of this HTML variable. So I'll use the dollar syntax because this is not handlebars anymore. When you're using the backticks, you cannot use the handlebar interpolation kind of syntax. Okay, you have to use the dollar curly braces. So I'll use what I have here I have the object which has ID and title. Okay, so here I'll use response.title, and here I'll use response.id, and also for the delete method response.id. And then after it's done, after I've composed my HTML, I want to put it inside the what do you call the body. Okay, so I'll put a class there. Category list, maybe I'll target this category list here. Okay, so category list, I want to append this HTML into it. Perfect. So this should be all. And you'll notice that as soon as we go back, let me just quickly delete the test from here. Okay, and if you refresh the page and type in any title for the category and hit create, you see it's immediately added here without the page being refreshed. And if you go to network tab, I can send another request, Node.js. You'll see only one request will be sent to the category endpoint. Okay, there it is. This is XHR request. This is the Ajax request. Okay, and if you click this Ajax request, the first one, we got a response for Angular. For the second, got a response for Node.js. Okay, and we have it here. And even if you refresh the page, we'll still have those intact because this is now saved in our database. Okay, pretty nice stuff here, and we learned a lot in this particular chapter. So I hope you enjoyed this particular part, and in the next part we will see how we can display this list of categories under our create new post form here, just above the status, so that you can select the category for the post and save it. Okay, so till then, please leave your comments in section below, and I'll see you next time. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Bye bye.